Jay, I've decided I'm gonna have to have my septum pierced and have one of those rings through my nose. Bet you're wondering why. Reason is, I simultaneously locked myself out of my house and my truck last night. And I want a place to keep my keys where I won't lose them. What do you think? Jay, last night I was getting ready to leave my house, walked out, did the triple pat, and pulled the locked door closed behind me, only to realize that my pocket knife and a quarter played that old trick on me. You know the one, where they clink together just enough to make it sound like keys, but they're actually asshole pocket inhabitants playing a trick on you. I pulled the door shut and successfully locked myself out, and it wasn't cold, but 40 degrees wears on you. Both my roommates weren't home and wouldn't be home for another 3 hours. I checked every window to try to see if one was open, had no other option, had to call my landlord. Side note, my landlord actually has an aquarium, and we quickly jumped topics from me being locked out of my house. Do you have a spare key to water chemistry? These things happen. So an hour later, after that conversation terminated, I had no other option but to sit on my front porch and wait for somebody to come home. And it's funny that you made your video about video games, because that empty feeling of nothing to do-ness I had was familiar only in one other circumstance. Let me set the scene. I was a young 14-year-old kid who didn't study enough for tomorrow's exam. It was a cold and blustery red-skied night, and the smell of burning fireplaces was rich in the air. I fell asleep with that bottomless pit of concern that I'm not prepared for tomorrow's challenges. I awakened to a cool, white-tinted sunrise to see... It snowed! No school! Time to play Diablo! Diablo was my jams. Yeah, Jay, you may have been better than me at every other single video game, except for Madden, that we played growing up, but when it came to Diablo, that was my game. Finally, inherent business smarts were paying dividends in the game in the form of success through trading for items with actual other people. Anyway, back to how this relates to me being locked outside. Let me set the scene. That morning I would tear down the stairs, craning my head to get the earliest view into the family computer room to see if the computer was available. It would be free, and I would load up the disk and race to the icon straight to the login screen. Realm down. No! The snow day was ruined. Now I was gonna have to go play outside or something. So Jay, that's my video for today. For my question of the day, what is the game that is either coming out or out that you are most looking forward to playing? Seriously, I need to get you a Christmas gift still. Jay, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.